With that, let me just say welcome to the series. This is what I have decided to call my Fire Red Cardlocke Nuzlocke series. And this is something I've searched YouTube and I couldn't find something exactly like this. So this is a little bit of my original idea, but I will shout out one of my favorite YouTube creators, FJ. His channel is Enter the Unknown, spelled unknown like the Pokemon unknown. And I think I probably got the basis of this idea from him. Basically, what we have, and I have the rules in the description for anybody who would just like to read that, but since this is the very first episode, I'm going to go over them one by one, just to be clear. So, what I have done is this is basically a normal Fire Red file. I haven't done much except you'll see I'm pulled up here in Professor Oak's lab, and the 3 starter balls are going to be randomized completely. Anything could be in there. We're going to find out together. And otherwise, though, everything is going to be pretty much the same. I haven't randomized the moves, which I would normally do. In Extreme Lock, the types can be randomized, and everything is normal type. Everything else will be learning normal moves. TM compatibility hasn't been changed, anything like that. So we'll basically be working with normal Pokemon. We've just randomly set up this file so we can choose from whatever 3 Pokemon are generated right here for us to start with. And what's going to happen is in this type of run, what I'm going to do is defeating each gym is going to allow me to unlock, if you will, a new Pokemon that we can choose to add to the team if we want to. So the first time that we will get a Pokemon besides our starter is after we defeat Brock. So, and why I've called this a card lock is that I'm going to decide the new team member by drawing a random Pokemon card. This just came to me last night because I was clearing out a bunch of space and I realized that I had a bunch of old Pokemon cards just sitting around in my room. And I thought maybe I could incorporate this into a video of some kind. It seemed like kind of a fun idea to see, could you essentially beat Fire Red in this case with some random Pokemon, and what a better way to do it than to draw some cards to decide that. So I have got my cards right next to my computer, and at the end of the episode, assuming that we're able to defeat Brock with our starter, we'll see how that goes. We will draw a card, and that Pokemon will join the team, and that will continue for however long that we're able to stay alive. Defeating Misty, we'll get to draw another team member. Defeating Lieutenant Surge, we'll get to draw another team member, etc. Going through all the gyms, which will give you a total possibility of 9 Pokemon. So 6 for a full team and 3 alternates, which will be in the PC. If they survive, which is why I've called this a Cardlocke Nuzlocke, because normal Nuzlocke rules apply in the sense that if a Pokemon faints, it will be considered dead. It will have to be released or put in the PC forever, and we will not be able to use it for the rest of the run. The other thing to mention is that I have a lot of cards. I basically have a full set of cards from Gen 1, 2, and 3. That's when I basically stopped collecting. I don't have any Gen 4, which is why we're in Fire Red right now. But when we draw the card, that is going to be the final form that we are allowed to have. So for instance, if we draw a Charmander, we cannot evolve it into a Charizard. It is going to have to stay a Charmander for the entirety of the run. We have to stick to the cards that we draw. And besides that, we are allowed to have an HM slave simply because I did not tweak this to make HM compatibility, universal. So we will just be picking up some regular mons to use as the HM slaves along the way, and they of course cannot be used in battle. I think that is all that we have for now. I can also give a recap in the future. I don't have a streaming schedule set for this right now, but I think it'll become more and more apparent as we go along, especially because with this first episode, basically the only goal is to defeat Brock, so we won't even get to draw a card until the end of the episode. So, with that, I think it's time to find out what our starter is going to be. So, let's do this. Alright. So, the strategy here is going to be, again, we can't evolve. Even with anything, it'd be very hard to do. To evolve something before Brock, but that's off the table, so we're going to have to live with exactly what we have here, and so ideally, it would be nice if we could have a water, a grass type, a fighting type. Again, nothing's been randomized, so Brock is going to have the normal Pokemon that Brock usually does, and so we're hoping for a good type. Please don't give me like some flyers in here. Please don't show me some Firemons in here. Let's see what the randomizer did for us. So, Pokeball number 1. Doduo, no! I don't mind Doduo. I really like Dodrio if we were able to evolve it, but again, not super sustainable for Brock, so I think that's more than likely going to be an instant pass. So no, we don't want Doduo. Zigzagoon, no! Oh, it's so little. It's so little. I just don't see how that is sustainable either. So I hope, let's all hope for ball number 3. And, oh, Tentacool. That's really good. I don't know when this thing first learns a water move, but I still think that is probably going to be our best shot at defeating Brock, so I think we have to take this. And again, we cannot evolve this into a Tentacruel, so our starter is going to be a Tentacool for the rest of this run, as long as we can keep him or her alive. So let's do it. I'm claiming Tentacool. Alright. Interesting start. Yes, and we will still nickname things in accordance to regular Nuzlocke rules. So how about, let's call her Tessa. Alright, so we've got Tessa on the team. Our starter, we're hopefully going to keep her with us. And oh, that means Gary got the Zigzagoon. That is nice. Alright, so I think how this will work, by the way, because it's not randomized, is I think he will keep that Zigzagoon, and then the rest will just be what would be his normal team normally. So we'll have to see how that works together. But let's just, oops, and I hit the help screen instead of the start screen. So Tessa, she's got a randomized item on her. Let's see what that is. A berry. I don't even know what that one does. Let's pull that up really fast. Defrosting. Okay, and then let's just take her a look. So again, normal ability. So she's got clear body, and the only attack she's got on her at level 5 is Poison Sting. So definitely looking forward to training her up a little bit. And as with the usual Nuzlocke as well, we can't lose right here, even if Gary beats us down. So, but hopefully that won't be the case. It's just a little Zigzagoon. We'll see what we can do with that Poison Sting. So even though we're technically not going to be catching something, I'm still going to abide by the rules that the lock does not start until we get the Pokeballs. So let's do this fight, see what we can do. Alright. Oh no, it's going to go back to a Squirtle. So, because I think that's because I didn't hit to keep the starter. So that's fine. There's no part of this that needs the rival to have a random, but we're probably going to lose this fight right here. Unless he keeps trying to tail whip me with clear body, so. But I don't think we're going to do enough unless the AI is extremely bad and just lets me win here. Yep, that's a critical. Yep. So, nice try. But that's okay. Tessa's going to get strong. Something tells me like I don't feel good about her learning a water move before Brock. So we'll see. It may be that in this entry episode we don't get past Brock, and if that's the case, that just means we have to do a reset team. But we'll give it a try, and we'll see how this goes. Training up along the way. It's a super weak move. So I hope I can even take down. Here we go. That's what I needed. And I was going to say I was waiting to see if we could hopefully get a poison along the way as well. Thank you. That's exactly what we needed. And that did nothing. Wow. That did absolutely nothing. All right. This is going to be a very precarious start. I was definitely hoping for something a little bit beefier than a tentacle to get going, but that's just the way it is sometimes. We barely beat a level 3, so, you know, I think it's unwise to even try fighting something above level 3 after just seeing that. So here's another level 3. And this, I'm doing this live just because I'm kind of testing out this series. Again, it's like brand new. I literally just thought of it last night and just was really excited about it, so I wanted to give it a try. But I think what I'm going to do is actually like compress these, maybe do a little bit of editing, because especially in this case where there's going to be a lot of training involved, I'm not sure. And I wanted to heal. I didn't even want to fight this guy. But again, if we get knocked out right here, it's not the end. There's no balls, which is why I'm actually going to train up a little bit more before we go get Oak's Parcel, because I'll definitely just take advantage of getting up. At least, we're struggling to bop down Pidgeys, and have we even seen a Rattata yet? Here's one if we haven't, but... So, that's just doing so much, and we're doing so little. Thank goodness for these crits. And thank goodness for the AI trying to lower our stats with Clear Body. So, but, oof, I mean, it looks like just based off of that experience, like if I pull Tessa up, we got 44. So, and I think bottom line is it looks like we're going to have to defeat about 5 to gain a level, which is a big yikes. And I think these are the best stuff to train on until we get a new move. But unfortunately, I don't know this for sure, but it feels like a move is going to be like Wrap or Constrict. Like one of those things for Tentacle that just seems like a tentacle type move. We are literally surviving because the crits are hitting enough right now. And that's just that. So it's gonna be a lot more of this and a lot more healing. And hoping that we survive. I seriously think I'd like to get to, because our defense just isn't good enough that, this is a level 4 and I'm gonna run away from it. We're getting like 5 HP per each like tackle that these guys are giving us. So and what we're doing has to be less than 5 just based on how they're going. I'm surviving because it just we're surviving because every like 3 hits we're getting a critical, which seems very high to me. I was just checking this. No, it made poison, but I don't think that necessarily has a higher crit rate or anything, so I think it's just luck at this point, which is crazy, but let's see. So yeah, but I think just literally to move on and not get whopped by stuff, we're going to have to try to train up here, because in Viridian Forest, half of the stuff that we're going to hit will be Weedles and Kakuna, which are going to, I forget if bug resist poison, but definitely resist, but bottom line is they might quad resist us, so definitely have to, we learned Supersonic, so not attacking move, but we have to, basically take advantage of this first patch where we have normal types that don't resist our poison move. So, and like I said, I just don't, because I'm assuming to take on Brock, we'll probably want to get to 14 or 15, and I just really don't feel like Tentacruel's going to have a water move at 14 or 15, but like I said, we'll see. I'm not going to take the time to look it up right now, because I just want to try to grind and get through this. I think I'm going to try the fights in the forest now, well, at least the first one obviously, and then hopefully we don't ride out right now, but if not, it's going to be reset hype, and we'll do it again and hope for better luck on a starter. So I forgot we got to do a catching tutorial, so let's just blow through this right now. So, but yeah, I think, and I don't know how many the first bug catcher has, but I know that I think they all just have combinations of either Caterpie, Weedle, Metapod, or Kakuna. I literally think those are the only things that you fight, so it's going to be fine for Caterpie and Metapod, it looks like, based off of what I just searched on Bulbapedia, but not so great for Weedle and Kakuna. And I'm just looking for, there's an antidote. I'm just looking for, I know there's a couple of items that I want to pop up here before the fight. Pokeball, Caterpie, we're just going to run. I think the only other one that I know of is over in the east before the first fight. And so I'm really going into this blind. I think the strategy is going to be that definitely for the Weedle, like I'll see how much damage we can do on a Caterpie with a Poison Sting. But I know for the Metapod, the Kakuna, and the Weedle, it's gonna need a Supersonic, because I will be surprised. I walked away from the ball. Whoops. But I just know, like, the Weedle and the Kakuna, I bet will do only 1 HP just because they are going to resist the attack. And then the Metapod is just going to start using Harden so much that that's going to be unsustainable as well. So, we're fully healed. Let's hope for the best. If not, it was a good first go, and we're gonna reset. So he's got 2. Weedle 6 is higher than I thought that was gonna be, to be honest. I think I was thinking that it was gonna be 4s and 5s, and if so, I might have trained up to 9 instead, and so we'll see. That's so lucky to hit it on the first time. After it's basically 50-50. Oh my gosh! But we should. The good news, of course, he got the crit. I was gonna say the only good news is that we're gonna resist the Weedle attack right back. So here is gonna be the back and forth. Thank God he does so much damage when he hurts himself. So snapped out of it. Thank God he's only doing 1. And we're just gonna hopefully hit another one here. And the other great news is we obviously can't be poisoned since we're a poison type, which is normally the issue when you're doing these fights. So hopefully it lasts a little bit longer this time. No, dude, again, straight out. but please, I wish you'd keep using String Shot, buddy. Alright. Now stay confused. And it hit, I think he's hit himself twice over 3 supersonics. Okay, there we go. Okay. We got that. We still got 18 hit points left. So we got the Caterpie. Okay, let's see how much Poison Sting does to this guy before I do the supersonic. That's decent, but Tackle's doing 3. This is so hard because if the supersonic misses, like, I think I will need, like, every hit of Poison Sting to not get killed right here. But, if it misses, it's just bad news. I'm gonna try it. Nope, miss. We need him to try a String Shot, or this is gonna be it. That hit. Okay, it may not be over, Tackle. One more. Dang, that was a dangerous fight with a bug catcher. I do not... Like, that guy had 2, and I hope they're lower level, but I know there's a guy that I think has a full set, like 4 of a Caterpie Metapod, Weedle, and Kakuna, but I think, like I said, unless the Metapod and Kakuna can use Tackle, I think the Caterpie is going to be the only one doing it the real work in terms of that Tackle, but I think, knowing that was really close, we're unfortunately just going to go back here, and I'm going to get to level 9 before the next fight, because we're not trying to reset, that's for sure. We're not trying. We're trying to do the best with the cards we've been dealt, literally and metaphorically, for this run. So, it's going to be really... I think I saw when I just pulled Tessa up that she had, like, over 100. Is this the first Spearow we've seen too? Because I feel like I don't remember thinking how much these guys did. But that's nice, crit. But this is going to be really slow at this point just because I think, like I said, I think Tessa has over 100 to get to level 9. And I think these guys are doing, 20 each go. So maybe like another 7 that we have to go through right now before level 9. So... we'll see how this goes. Alright. Back out. And we're actually doing a decent amount to that Spearow. I wish we'd run into more of these, but dang, that critical peck is not what I wanted to see at all. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, they're doing 24 experience, so maybe 5 more. Hopefully. These riders have to scare me. Level 4, even, look at that, dude. It's doing like 5 each. I swear to God, I hope I don't have to run from this right now. I'm so, this is so much more scared than I am with a normal Nuzlocke because, I mean, there's pros and cons to any type of Nuzlocke, no matter how you do the settings, and usually my favorite way is to randomize the moves completely, but the nice thing about that is each Pokemon, again, you can choose to set it this way if you want, but how I usually do it is that each Pokemon starts with 4 moves, so there's a good chance that you have at least one okay move to start with. Even if it's only something that does like 50 or something, there's a decent chance that you have something versus struggling along here with Poison Sting, which I don't remember if this does 15 or 20 or 20 damage per hit. And I think I have to look up these stats, but I think one of the reasons that Tentacool and Tentacruel aren't even that good in this gen is because I think they're pretty heavy special attackers. So, okay, so we're at 9. Let's try the next fight and hope that we don't get cleared. I know it all depends on your style of doing the run. And I'm clicking out of here for a second. So sorry for having this paused. All right. So I know some people would just grind, but my goal is to not overgrind. I didn't put any like level caps on myself for this first run because I wasn't sure how long this could go. And again, I also didn't make a dupes rule, so in theory, like, I don't think I have 6 Caterpies in my cards, but I mean that could be, something like that. We could draw all 6, so I didn't want to put a cap for this first run. It's all still very experimental, but we're just gonna have to see. And the point I was trying to make is I know some people would just power grind and not even do the trainers. I think only the last one is mandatory to get out of here, but I don't know. That's just not as fun to me. I want to be able to do the fights, and like I said, if we reset, that's that's what a Nuzlocke is sometimes. So we're at 9. I feel good. I hope this guy has Weedles, and I'll feel good. Okay, so that's a good start, but it's a 7. Why are they this high? I don't remember them being this high. I haven't played this game in a while, but again, I'm also probably not worried about it. So usually I'm definitely not worried about what the Weedle level is, but at least very clear strategy with this that he does it's a good chunk when he hurts himself. So if I can just keep the Weedle and what will I assume be, like I said, I'm waiting to see where the first Metapod and Kakuna will come in. If we can just get lucky with confusions, we'll be okay, I hope. This guy has 3, so we'll see how that goes. And hope we don't get crits as well. Or I should say, hope crits don't land on us. We need crits. Okay. Snapped out of confusion. I think I can just do this with a couple more. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be 3. Maybe that was a mistake. Nope. Okay. We did it with 2. So 6 HP. So we got... Okay, Kakuna now. Hope, please let me just get this off before he's even able to use Harden, and we'll have him hit himself. And I'm looking in the chat. Gecko Boy says, the first water move you learn is Bubble Beam at 25. That is extremely rough. And that's what I was thinking. I was imagining it would be quite a while. So thanks so much for looking that up, Gecko Boy. So yeah, we're definitely not in a great situation for Brock, though I don't think any of the other starters, like I mentioned, would put us in necessarily a better situation for Brock. So that is what it is. But let's see. The good news is it does look like he's just using Harden, which is annoying, but I don't think we can do less than 1 HP per hit, so at least it's not doing any damage to us. Like I said, it sounds so stupid, but the biggest concern right now is definitely fighting a Caterpie, because those tackles are doing decent damage, what feels like more damage than our Poison Sting is doing. Okay. He snapped out of confusion again. Okay. Perfect. I wonder what the PP on Harden is. I feel like it has to be 40, because I'm just wondering if there's any chance that we could have one of these guys use Struggle on us, but I think it's way too high. I don't think he could go through 40 Hardens. The good news is those are way more experienced than what we've been fighting. Come on, hit. Needed to hit, needed to hit, needed to hit. Okay, now hit. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the crit. This, oh, shoot. That's a bad misclick. That's a bad misclick. Shoot. But I think they're just doing one. God, can he get confused? They're just doing one without the crit, so thank goodness, one. Snapped out of confusion. Yeah, they're just doing one, but I need to hit this, I feel like, or he's gonna overtake me, because we must be just doing either one or two on the Weedle as well. So, oh my gosh, 10 HP. I feel like this guy's hit himself twice in this entirety of me confusing him. There we go. There's the third time. That's what we needed. Perfect. Okay. back to the PC. And how close are we to 10? Very. I think I'm just gonna go bop down to more Spearows or Rattatas out there if they're still doing 24, because I'll just feel better again going into the next fight with a level 10. And the Weedles are only doing one, but again, if we can get to 10, and that gives us better defense for the Caterpie tackle, like, that's great. If we could, again, I don't know what the levels are, but if we could get it to where the Caterpies only did 1 HP damage per tackle, that would be great. So, poison, and let me make sure, hopefully, I don't know if this is going to do less because we're at a higher level. No, we still got 24, so that's still, it must be, I think in the later gens they updated that, but maybe I'm just talking nonsense, but I think in the later gens, the farther you get away from something in levels, the less experience you get, but I think this has pretty consistently been doing 24, so we should bop this guy, and then I think we'll need one more. Yeah, we got 2 experience, if my math is right. 24 plus 24 is 48, and we needed 50. So, but we're tanky enough, at least we didn't have to go to the PC in between those guys, and I love people trying to lower my stats. That's what we'll definitely need to survive the forest as well, is gotta hope at some point that those Caterpies try a string shot instead of a tackle. But here we go, we're at 10. We'll see what this does for the next fight. I think we've done 8, a 9, and now I'm at 10 for this third fight. And like I said, I don't even know if we don't learn another move. If we don't learn another move, frankly, I think we're going to get cleared. I think Rock Tomb is just going to clear us no matter what. But I feel like I'll try it at 20 if we only have Poison Sting. And then if not, again, it is what it is, because I'm not really trying to just like get to 30 or something like that and just be like, I beat Brock with a 30 level 10. Well, then I guess according to Gecko Boy, we learned Bubble Beam at 25, so then we could just rip through it. But that I don't think is necessarily what I do. I don't know, maybe, I could cap it and just decide before we even fight the gym, like, is that something that I want to do? It's just like allow unlimited grinding. I would certainly do that off stream if that was the case. And we're doing actually decent amount on this Caterpie, and it looks like we're only getting hit with 2 HP instead of 3, so that's very good news. I think I'm gonna try Supersonic this guy though, because that didn't do enough. Yeah, he's doing 3. This guy must have a little bit higher attack. Critical, thank you. And he snapped out of confusion. Can I do this with one more? Yeah, perfect. Okay, what's the last one? Oh no, perfect. Perfect. Let's go. So I think there's 2 more to fight, because I think there's 5 total in this woods, and I think the next one is the one that I'm afraid of with the full set, because I shouldn't say I know, but I'm almost positive the last guy just has a level 9 Weedle, which should be fine because, again, even at 9, I can't imagine that doing more than 1 HP to us when we resist poison, and he should still only have poison sting on him, so I'm not really worried about that, but I do think, like I said, this next guy is what I am afraid of. But hopefully, because he has 4, they should be at lower levels, because if, again, if they're all level 8, I just don't know. So up we go. And then just go down and around here. What are we running into? Weedle. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, this guy is who I'm worried about. Let's see if I'm right, and he does have 4, because I think that's the case. No, only 3. Only 3. So what is it? So Metapod, and it's a 7. So let's Supersonic. No, shoot. But, you know, I think we're still just going to do 1 regardless, and at least we don't have to get attacked. So that's fine. Let's just do it. I wish for this I had a speed up that could go even faster, because this is just going to be a little a little tedious, but at least it looks like we've been lucky he's hit himself a couple times. But let's try the Supersonic again. Hit. There we go. There we go. Hit yourself. Perfect. Help us along the way. Help us along the way, buddy. Alright. So, now we get the poison. Perfect. I wish what we need is to get like a poison much earlier on. For right here, like this Caterpie. But let's do a Supersonic. Or not. I'll take that double miss. Come on, dude. So 2 moves of nothing on both sides. There we go. Third time's the charm. Third time is the charm with the Supersonic. Of course it did nothing though. And it's still doing 3 even at a level 7. That sucks. Oh my gosh, it broke through twice in a row. Come on. Oh, 3 times? God, it's not. Oh, the crit. Oh, the crit. Oh, the crit. I think I'm going to do this just because I think the next one is a Kakuna, and I think I can do this with 2 more. But, oh, two-thirds of the HP gone. No, it's another Metapod. I'll take it. Same difference. We're set. We're not gonna get bopped. It's just gonna be tedious. All right. Let the poison stinging begin. Oh, thank you, crit. Thank you, crit. Thank you, crit. And can this guy get confused? Nope. That's a quick answer to my question. Nope. That's a nice first hit, though. Thank you, Tessa. Is this guy even gonna help once? Nope. It's not even worth it, dude. Let's just keep chugging along. Okay, 11. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. It's annoying, but I'm gonna go back and heal. Obviously, if that wasn't obvious before, it feels very necessary to go back and heal, and so we're gonna have our level 11 Tessa taking on the level 9 Weedle for the final battle, and then I think we'll do Brock's trainer in that gym, but then like I said, I don't that might be a good place to cap it if so, because like I said, I think with this as our current options, I think what I might do is like get to, I don't know, if like I said, if we can even win at level 20 or like 22, but I don't, it feels like kind of a ripoff to me to just get to 25 and learn Bubble Beam if that's the case, so I don't want to do that. But I think I can try it, like I said, at 20, but I don't, if it's just going to be grinding the rest of the stream, that doesn't need to be a part of it. I can do that off stream and then pick up on the next episode from where we left off here with just a higher level Tessa, because it's not even good grinding when it's so painstaking of just using poison sting after poison sting after poison sting. So, but let's go. This guy's got the level 9 Weedle. Never thought I'd say this, but let's hope we make it against the level 9 Weedle. Let's do this. Alright. Supersonic. Alright. That's a nice first easy hit. We're definitely only doing one against him. But he's only doing one against us. We should have more HP, which means we should live just on principle alone, and especially if he's going to string shot. Alright. Alright. Yep. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Hit yourself. No. We're gonna do this, Tessa. Come on. One. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. We got this. All right. Whoo. Get me out of this forest. But yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing in the meantime. Like, just looking for Metapod to train up on. And then I'm going to heal. And I think the only other thing here is that I think there's a hidden Pokeball up here. So let me just go grab that. Yep. So, we're at level 11. I think what I'd like to do is do Brock's one trainer right now on stream so we can just go straight to the gym. But I'm going to look that up really fast because I hope it's a level 9 or 10. But if it's a 12, then I don't. I think that's the best idea to do right now because I think it's just a guy with a Sandshrew or a Geodude. And if it's a Geodude, I may not even want to do it right now, so I'm going to look it up really fast. So he has a Geodude and a Sandshrew, and they're at a 10 and 11. I think the Geodude scares me a little bit. I'm assuming, because it's at the gym, that it knows, actually, maybe only the Onix knows Rock Tomb. Maybe the Geodude doesn't. So, but I don't know that for a fact. So I'm a little bit scared of just doing that. If it was just a Sandshrew, I was gonna say I think it'd be fine because I'm assuming the Sandshrew only knows Scratch. But I think this may cap it, which is too bad because I was really hoping to have the first card draw here if we were able to defeat the gym, but it does not look like that is going to be the case. So like I said, I think what I'm going to do is off stream, I'm going to grind Tessa up to like 20, 21, or 22, and like I said, I can't really imagine us learning anything else besides Constrict or Wrap in there in the meanwhile, and I think we'll just have to try it from there, and hopefully I don't do all that grinding for nothing. Hopefully I will bring you next episode a gym badge and a card draw to go along with that gym badge. So I'm excited about the series, even if it does turn into a reset. We're eventually gonna get a starter that can get us to the point where we can take another Mon after Brock. So I hope to see you in the rest of this series, and I'm gonna create a playlist page for this as well to catch up on. So as always, I'll say thank you so much